Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Cobra Kai competed in the Sekai Taikai during the events of Cobra Kai Season 1? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 1 would still happen. Johnny would still train his students, and one day Miguel would find a magazine advertising the Sekai Taikai, so he would bring it to Johnny. Miguel would suggest that they should compete in the Sekai Taikai, but Johnny would say that they weren't ready for a tournament. He would say that they haven't even competed in the All Valley yet, but Miguel would beg Johnny, and he would eventually convince him. So Johnny would want to sign up for the Sekai Taikai. Miguel would help Johnny get in contact with the Sekai Taikai committee, so the Sekai Taikai committee would still arrive in the valley, and they would come evaluate Cobra Kai. Johnny would demonstrate his student skills, mainly focusing on Miguel, Aisha, and Hawk, and he would show off his different training methods. And much like in the original timeline, Johnny and Gunther would bond over their love of Rocky. So Gunther would allow Cobra Kai's entry to the Sekai Taikai. He would say that his dojo would make an interesting addition. The 2018 Sekai Taikai would take place in Tokyo, Japan. Johnny would have to pick 6 fighters to compete in the Sekai Taikai. So Johnny would choose Miguel, Aisha, and Hawk, Edwin, and Dieter, and he would have Miguel and Aisha be the captains. Johnny would have a hard time deciding on the 6th member. Hawk would want to convince Dimitri to join Cobra Kai so that he can go to Tokyo with them, but Dimitri wouldn't be interested. Johnny would want to get Robbie to join Cobra Kai. He would tell him about the Sekai Taikai, and he would offer to train him in time for the tournament. But much like in the original timeline, Robbie wouldn't want anything to do with Johnny. So those events would continue. After a lot of hesitation, Johnny would choose Bert to be Cobra Kai's final member, and they would start raising money to help get to Tokyo. Those events would carry on. The Cobra Kais would arrive at the Sekai Taikai, and they would be nervous seeing all the other dojos. In this timeline, the Cobra Kais wouldn't interact much with the other dojos. Eventually, the Captain's War Challenge would begin. Cobra Kai would be on offense, and they would want to go after the other dojos. But in this timeline, most of Cobra Kai would go down, and Aisha would be taken down in this timeline. So Cobra Kai would be out, the Sekai Taikai would continue, and Cobra Kai wouldn't do well during the challenges, and they would be at the bottom of the leaderboard. And during the elimination round, Cobra Kai would face the Iron Dragons. Miguel and Aisha would start off, and they would face Axel and Zara, but Axel and Zara would easily take them down. So Dieter and Bert would go on the platform, but they would also be knocked down. So Edwin and Hawk would go on the platform, but Axel would easily knock them down. So in this timeline, the Iron Dragons would eliminate Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai would go home in defeat, and America would be laughing stock of the Sekai Taikai. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Cobra Kai competed in the Sekai Taikai during the events of Cobra Kai Season 1? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.